He puts his hand up and says, "Ay. All right, that's quite enough, madam. Look, I know everyone knows roughly where the shadow alleys are. They're about under the cliffs, but other than that, I don't ask and I don't want to know. I spend my business in being deaf to a lot of things if I can."
I can appreciate this. Wait. Okay.
Rolls for asphyxiation.
What?
No asphyxiating the barman.
I will take my bottle of wine. Thank you, good sir. I actually didn't mean to intimidate him. I actually meant I can use my mad skills to kill this guy. Like, more like that rather than never mind.
He would have just given you that information. That's what he knows. Well, as far as you can tell. So as you're heading across to take your drink elsewhere, a barmaid passes you and chirps up. "Here, you were the one sorting out those assholes earlier, weren't you?"
Yes, my dear.
She kind of crosses her arms and says, "Well, thank God for that. They've been a bloody blight around here for a couple of weeks now. Honestly, one of them even smells like a bloody sewer every other time they come in."
It's totally unsurprising. Have you heard anything about these shadow alleys? Or Bianco?
So I do as the boss says. Nah, I'm afraid, ma'am. Keep me ears closed if I can. I mean, if I had to take a guess, the criminals hang around the deep end of the shadow alleys, but I wouldn't have gone over there very much to know anything about it.
Do you know where they are?
What, right now?
Yeah.
The shadow alleys or the bandits, miss?
Oh, what?
Sorry, do you mean that?
So
Are you asking where the shadow alleys are or where the bandits are?
where the shadow alleys are.
Oh, sure enough, they're right up at the north end of town. Basically, just keep walking towards the cliffs and you can't miss it at all.
Huh. Okay. I will make a note of that and tell the others.
Can I ask what I missed?
Nothing much in your area. Oh wait, no, sorry. Gwyn and the barmaid had a conversation. And she mentioned that the shadow alleys are at the very north of the town, right as you go in under the cliffs.
Sorry, I meant in character. So, like, you know, I want to ask Gwyn and Varys what is going on, what I missed, because
Okay.
I
What does he miss?
You keep cutting in and out. We can't hear you now.
I'm here.
Okay, Dan, Varys, you want to explain what he missed?
Me?
Yep, he was asking you.
The bartender gave me some wine, and I asked him about where the shadow alleys are, etc. He was being quiet and things. So I asked the barmaid instead, and she said, "Oh God, my memory is terrible."
Yes, I know. I was there for that. I mean, I went to the cockfight. There was free chicken. I ate the chicken. I came back.
Oh,
Pod was being attacked.
You're talking about earlier. Yeah, she didn't really miss anything. We were just drinking.
Sorry, I missed that. Can you repeat it?
we were just drinking in the pub.
And
Right here, in fact. I was sat right here.
And the bandits attacked you.
Yes.
And they attacked us in the market.
Yes.
Are these related to that halfling boy?
I wouldn't know, actually.
What was the Bianco? He
Ah,
said the name Bianco.
Bianco is this evil man that needs to be killed.
Yes, I remember the halflings' witterings.
Yes. And he's the leader of these thugs.
Well, I'm in a bad way, so I could use rest first, but I think we should pay this Bianco a visit.
Would you like some elven wine?
Are you trying to seduce me, Mrs. Robinson?
Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
We also have a 40 gold reward for Bianco.
Each.
There's also that.
From the Mir.
I kind of just indifferently nod. Desperately
Of
trying to
course, my
disguise how bad
primary duty
economics
is.
I am.
Of course, my primary duty is to expel evil.
Pod doesn't
Yeah.
even know about the reward yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so on that note, let's head over to the market.
Who's out there with me?
You, the taxidermist came last. We'll go to you last, okay? To the market.
To the market. So yes, first stop, fish vendor who had gotten beaten up.
Okay, so Lucy got there first. So Lucy, you want to start talking first, and then I'll get to you as you came along slightly later. So Lucy, what would you like to do?
I'm going to just take a look around, see what villagers or townspeople are out and about, and just generally start talking to them.
Okay, so
And
the
the
stalls.
bodies.
Okay, unfortunately for you guys, the bodies have been cleared up at this point in time, and there are a couple of rather annoyed-ish looking guards mopping up blood. As for the stall vendors, they are currently clearing up their wares, seeing as it's coming to the end of market time.
Okay, I look to Leota and I say, so, you know these people quite well. Where should we start?
He kind of gives the guards a look and says, possibly over the other end.
I also look at the guards and go, yeah, not fond of those kind of people myself. Let's go.
Okay, so ping whichever stall you'd like to start with, please.
Hey, which end? When you say the other end, does that mean the end nearest the...
Okay, so hang on, I'll get up a little icon to show this. Guard. Really, the first thing it shows me is dead guards. That is the opposite of helpful. Okay, so there's a pair of guards pretty much standing around the area where you killed people. There's just the two of them, and they look pretty engrossed in the mopping of blood. Okay, so you approach the stall vendor, who is sort of bent over the table, putting what looks like gathering a table full of crabs and other seafood related stuff into a bunch of crates, and she doesn't notice you at first.
I smile and lean over her and just basically say, good afternoon, dear lady. We came to talk about the little ruckus earlier.
Okay, she stands up, her hands on her hips, gives you a look, and says, "Oh, I know, I remember you. You're the lot who dealt with Bianco's lads, aren't you?"
Well, I can't take much credit. I did come into the battle rather late.
Better late than never when it comes to that lot.
So, what can you tell me about that lot?
Oy, nothing good, that's for sure. I mean, there's not really all that much to tell. They've been beating people left, right, and centre for protection money, the bastards call it.
When exactly did this start?
I guess I don't know, a while ago. Now a month or two, I guess, probably more like two. And the mayor when the mayor is now heard of it, she got real damn pissed off. She's lived in here her whole life, I guess, and she's been saying she'll get the lot of them out. I guess that's why you're here, right, lad? And she gestures at Lyoto, who nods.
I looked to Lyoto as if to say, are you actually going to say anything?
He kind of grins at you and says, "Hey, you're a sweet talker. I thought I'd let you do the work."
Oh, surely you can use those silver eyes of yours.
Oh my.
Good God.
Okay, he says to the market vendor, "All right, so I know we've been round here plenty of times, but can you tell us anything more about them, my dear lady?" She smiles at him rather fondly and replies, "Well, he broke the bones of the woman who used to have the store next to me last week, burnt down the house of another. I mean, everyone seems to know they're based in the shadow alleys, but that's around all I know."
So, have you ever actually seen this Bianco fella?
Uh, she kind of shrugs and says, "Not as far as I know. He doesn't really seem to come out. I mean, the name's floated around a few times over the years. He used to be, I think he was some small-time crook or another, but I guess he got big recent."
Those are always the worst kind. They get so bloated on their own gain.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me, ma'am. Here, don't suppose I could interest you in buying a crab, could I?
I could see if my friends at the taverna would fancy a meal. Let me get back to you. I need to talk around first.
Not a problem, madam. I'll keep some for a side. I'll be here for a little while packing up. Okay, so at that point, Pod, you managed to come along to the market, and you said you were going to head towards the fish stall owner.
Yes,
So
indeed.
basically, right where the guards are.
I just kind of nod at them as I pass by, but not give them a whole lot of attention just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you alright?
He kind of smiles at you, shaking, and says, I've been better, but I reckon it could be a hell of a lot worse. Thanks."
Yeah, no problem. Anything you could tell me about those language? Anything you could tell me about them?
Not well. They're a nasty lot. They've broken a lot of bones. They put one guy in the healers.
Let me clarify that. I don't like them.
Think anyone
I've visited
does?
this town before. I liked it how it was. Where? Oh, how do I put this? Do you know anything about their leader?
Oh, what, Bianco? Yeah, he's some kind of small. Well, I don't know quite where he came from originally, but he suddenly just popped up over the last year or so. A couple of months back, he started running a racket around a bunch of us. By the time he broke a few bones, that was basically all we needed. Having to start pay up, nearly bloody bankrupted me at that. I hear he's based over in the shadow alleys somewhere, but I'm not sure if I can remember that much.
Yeah, see, I'd like to do something about him, and, well, first I have to get my hands on him, won't I?
I'd love to help you.
Know a thing or two.
I guess you could keep on asking around. Someone else around here might know something.
Well, on a slightly different topic, how much has he been taking from you lot? Has it been the same from each, or depending on who it is?
To be honest, mate, it pretty much seems to depend on what whim they're on. That